Hello dear students, welcome back to Digital Classroom on YouTube channel of our college website. I am Mrs. Paul and today's lecture is for the students of class 11. Today I am going to start poetry for you all children, and before I teach poetry or before I start teaching you poems, I would teach you a lesson that is figures of speech, which is very important for you to know because it makes understanding of poetry easier and better. Here in class 11, your poetry is a little more elaborate. It is taught on a higher scale. So to understand poems better, it is very important for you all to know figures of speech. What are figures of speech? Why are figures of speech used? Figures of speech are used in order to beautify the language and express more emphatically what the poet wants to express or what he wants to tell to the readers. Now, if I say define a figure of speech, how would you define it? A figure of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words with a view to increase their effect. Or we can say a figure of speech is a departure from the ordinary form of expression or the ordinary course of ideas in order to produce a greater effect. The meaning is the same, that poets use figures of speech in order to say what they want to say and to express them more emphatically. There are children many figures of speech, more than 30, but in your course, in your syllabus, only 7 are included. So today I will teach you 7 figures of speech. You have to remember 2 things, children. First of all, you will have your registers and your pens and you will take down small notes so that you can note down the important points. And secondly, children, I will teach you whatever order I am taking. You have to go accordingly and you have to remember them in the chronological order, as the first 2 and the third and the fourth are interrelated to each other. So there are 7 figures of speech. They are simile, not smiley, it's simile, metaphor, personification, apostrophe, oxymoron, hyperbole and onomatopoeia. Now these are 7. You will make sure that you pronounce them correctly and you write the spelling also correctly. The first one is simile. What is a simile? See children, when we compare 2 things of absolutely different nature, when we compare 2 objects which are different in nature, but at least they are sharing one thing in common, then a figure of speech simile is used. And one thing very important about simile is that words of comparison, that are words like, as, like, such as and so are used, and then this thing is complete. See the definition. A simile is a comparison between 2 objects of different kinds which have at least one point in common. The words as, like or so are used for comparison. We also call them words of comparison. So you have to remember, in a simile, 2 different objects are compared as they are sharing one thing in common, and words of comparison are used. Now for example, what can be the example? We bear her along like a pearl on a string. She is as fresh as dew. Thy soul was like a star and dwelt apart. Alright? I wandered lonely as a cloud. The night is dark as a black stone. Errors like straws upon the surface flow. So these were some examples of simile, and you have to remember that in a simile, comparison is made between 2 things and they share one thing in common. Next comes metaphor. What is a metaphor? Metaphor is an implied simile. It is also, without actually saying, it can be understood or it can be taken for granted that it is also a kind of a simile. The only difference is here that words of comparison are not used. Here also 2 different objects are compared which share at least one thing in common, but only the difference is that here the words of comparison are not used. In metaphor, the things compared are treated as one and the same, as the words of comparison as, like or so are not used. So in other words, we can say a metaphor is an implied simile. It does not, like simile, state that one thing is like another or acts as another, but takes that for granted as if the 2 things were one. Now what could be the example? The examples could be, the camel is the ship of the desert. or Kalidas is the Shakespeare of India. Life is not a bed of roses. Now these are two different things which are compared, but they are not here. The words of comparison are not used. Children, if I say world is a stage, it becomes a metaphor. If I say the world is like a stage, it becomes a simile. We put in the word of comparison, it becomes a simile. We remove the word of comparison, it becomes a metaphor. Rana Pratap fought like a lion in the battlefield. So here it becomes a simile. Or if I say Rana Pratap was a lion in the battlefield, it becomes a metaphor. So this is the basic difference you have to remember. The first figure of speech is simile. The second is metaphor. The third figure of speech is personification. Personification means personality. This word comes from personality. Personality, so personification. In personification, children, we ascribe intelligence and intelligence to inanimate things. We ascribe intelligence and personality to inanimate things. We will discuss this later in my next session. I hope this video is very helpful for you children. You will make little notes and you will write down the examples for me in your registers, and also you will comment in the comment section. I will come back to you very soon. Up till then, take care. Goodbye.